Hello, Leos, happy full moon phase. Yes, Leos, we are in the full moon phase. Those dreams are probably a lot more vivid. Don't forget to journal them. There's tons of full moon rituals you can do online, Leos. So, to protect your energy, full moon, the time for really protecting your energy more than any of the phases within these moon cycles. We have 8 major moon phases within a cycle. Full moon is the most celebrated. It can be quite intense. We have a full pink moon in Scorpio, and Mercury is currently retrograde, so it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Hopefully you all are increasing your prayer and meditation life. Let's get it. Let's see what's in your cards. Talking to you wherever Leo is in your birth chart, not just your sun sign, okay? So for my cross watchers, check your birth chart. I do have a link to pull birth charts below. We also have digital calendars and digital journals for those of you all who want to journal your journey. This is a year of wealth, but a lot of karmic relationships are also ending. A lot of karmic relationships are ending. So you rather pull those rose-colored glasses off gently rather than to be pulled off forcibly, right? So, all right, let's get into it. I've already prayed over your cards. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back to my channel, welcome back. Somebody is very clear about the types of energies they want to be around. And moving on from a bunch of energies to just somebody, it could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, you know. Somebody is saying you'd rather be around, I see soulmate energy coming into your life, but I say you'd rather be around energies that pour into you. They add to your joy, add to your creativity, add to your sensuality, sexuality. They add to the smile on your face, the joy in your heart. They add to your creativity, your passions, the things that you're passionate about. They add to your healthy range of emotions, not take away from. So I definitely feel like you're tossing some things into a burning bowl as it relates to 2 types of energies and going about recharging in your element under that sunlight, right? So tossing it into a burning bowl, you're a fire sign, but recharging under the fire, getting some sunlight. Because, I mean, who in the world? Here we have the 6 of Cups here and moving on in childlike faith. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We also have the Page of Pentacles. And then we also have the 10 of Swords. You definitely survived a lot of things a lot of people didn't think you were going to survive. Usually when you see the 10 of Swords, the person is lying down with 10 swords in them, Leos. But this person is standing up, right? They have birds flying over. Their ancestors are right there with them. They're like, you know what? I'm not worried about whoever these 2 types of energies are. I ain't worried about them. I'm operating in faith and source. I'm pouring into myself right about now. I'm not, going to give them these energies any more of my joy. Not giving them any emotions whatsoever. So yeah, you survived a lot. So now it's time for you to move on, from some things. Good for you, for real. Good for you. Because who has time to deal with other people's toxicity and their drama? So you're definitely moving on in childlike faith. King of Swords came out in reverse. Somebody may not feel like they're as wise as you'd like to be. This may be a good time. Like I said, once you toss some things into a burning bowl, it's like really educating yourselves. Like really just kind of saying, you know what, Source, I did survive a lot. Like focusing on your list of things that you're grateful for. You know what I mean? So you can go through this rebirth into childlike faith moving forward. Yeah, instead of allowing, people to, here we have the Justice card here. Yeah, so you can release some energies off of your internal scales. You're no longer doing an injustice to yourself anymore, dealing with those types of energies. Here we also have the Temperance card and just seeing things from a higher frequency. Here we also have the King of Cups and just really keeping your cool. Here we have the King of Cups. You're being around people who are encouraging you to pour into yourselves in a very healthy way is going to help you significantly. Because I feel like some energies are trying to get your, throw your temperament off. They want to see you enraged. They want to see your water boiling hot mad to a point of evaporation. And you're not going to give them that. You're moving through a rite of passage. You're moving through a rite of passage. So this is not a time for anybody to be beating themselves up. How come I didn't see this? How come that? And so on and so forth. Nope. This is a time for you to be in healthy energy, healthy energy, divine energy, one with self, your divine masculine to your divine feminine, your oneness with self. This is that time, right? Not focusing on energies that are trying to manipulate, your, your mood, trying to cause you to be reactive. No, not giving anybody that kind of power over you. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah. So when you watch the video, the moon will be possibly be in Libra, right? So Libra is all about fairness, balance, peace. We're not talking about any Libras that you know. We're talking about the moon in Libra. You'll know that it's out of balance if you're feeling indecisive. So this is where, I feel like either if you're with your soulmate, you all are kind of pulling them a lot closer. If you're not with your soulmate, I definitely feel like you're spending less time, whatever it is you're feeling, spending less time allowing two types of energies to manipulate your emotions for the bad. And I see you pulling your soulmate closer or making room for new energy to come into your life and pulling those energies closer, Four of Pentacles. This is like you're being more conservative with your time. Here we also have the Ace of Wands. Your third eye is definitely wide open, and things that you may not have paid attention to before, you're paying attention to now. Here we also have the Five of Cups. I definitely feel like you're moving on from lamenting, over some things. And I mean, certainly there is some, there's some temptation there, to get upset, get angry, allow yourself to feel whatever emotion you need to feel. There's nothing wrong. Everything is not coming up roses. Everything is not like, that would be unrealistic to not get angry over some things for real. But don't allow yourself to sit in it, right? Something opened your third eye. Some situations opened your third eye, awaken you to some things. So I definitely feel like somebody has prayed to stay on their throne of their emotions and just continue to pour into yourself. So make sure you're surrounding yourself. Here we have discipline. Make sure you're hanging in there with yourself. Two situations in particular, sources saying hang in there with yourself. Don't go into escapism. These two cards right here, there's a Neptune. Neptune is an outermost, one of the outer planets, generational planets. Sources say to you, you're breaking cycles, chains, and curses of acting like, some people, when they know certain things are going on, they could know that you're not in the happiest of relationship. They, want you to act like, what's the name of the movie? A Stepford wife or Stepford husband. They want you to act like you got batteries in your back, like nothing is wrong and nothing is going on. But something has definitely opened your third eye, right? And so sources saying to you, hang in there with yourself. Don't go into escapism, because Neptune is the planet of imagination and transcendence, right? So this connects us to the zodiac sign Pisces, which is wired. They have psychic abilities. So there's when you start to feel like, or you start to believe that something is not right, that's when you want to go into prayer mode. You start believing. Don't think you're being paranoid or that you're crazy or none of those things. If you believe, all it takes is if you believe. That's the beauty of Mercury currently being retrograde. If you believe that something is toxic, some kind of, you feel like your friend, if you have a friend that you feel like, okay, they're in a toxic marriage or toxic friendship or whatever the case may be, that's all you need to do is start going into prayer mode. Okay, God, pray, tell me what to do. Or if you feel like you're about to date somebody, because I'm seeing soulmate energy, and you feel like it's something in there, like you see, and I'm not kidding when I say this, like something about them just seem like they're a little off, or something like they got like, they dance with broken glass in their hand, and they seem like that stuff is normal. That's a somebody need to say, okay, so let me back up out of this. Or you feel like, a lot of times you could go into like your relatives' houses, and you could feel like the energy is off in your, some of your friends or relatives' home, and they invite you to some stuff. Go with that. Like you believe something. You don't have to immediately say, is everything okay? So on and so forth. Go into prayer. Something has opened your third eye so that you're not just going into you're not going into this. because you desire more bliss. This is actually going to work in your favor when you know how to, when information is coming to you. And so this, on the light side of all of this could also be trading tips. You got a feeling about some things. You know how like when we have, sometimes you have relatives that say, I got a feeling that my number is going to hit today. It's all in the same energy. It's all in the same energy, same in the same chakra. I got a feeling that this number is going to hit. Hey, go play this number. Boom, the number hits. If you got a feeling about something, you believe something, I believe this number is going to hit. You know, I desire something. Do you have room to receive what you ask for, what you desire? It's all in the same space. So Source is saying, now that your third eye is open, you're not going to sit on something that you believe, desire, or feel and not pray about it as a fire sign. That's your spirituality and where you're taking action. So that's what somebody is doing. It's like, okay, Source is saying, hang in there with yourself, because you're not going to do an injustice to yourselves anymore if you feel like something is off and you don't act on something. Like, okay, I need to pray about it. God, give me some answers. God, not this friend, this friend, this friend, and this friend, because now they're pouring their ideas, their thoughts into stuff, contaminating you. Now you all twisted around and don't know what to think. All this. So I feel like somebody is sitting on their throne, carefully vetting carefully vetting your thoughts. The universe is definitely in your favor and helping you to see things from a higher frequency. When you're around a whole bunch of chaos and confusion and just, people swinging wands and a bunch of arguing going on, and you picking up on something's not right, and you trying to kind of sort of get your thoughts together. You got to pay attention to what's going on in your personal life and your professional life. So let's say, for instance, let's go along the same lines. If somebody has a friend that you feel like something ain't right, you feel like they got a friend and they have a friend that's jealous of them, and you like, okay, I'm sitting down having lunch with these two friends, and I feel like that friend is jealous of that friend, and I don't want to just blurt something out. I can pray about it. I feel like looking at your cards with this Ace of Wands, somebody's gifts are being heightened. Along that same line, you can talk to that friend, kind of have a sidebar conversation with that friend, not in a messy way. It's like, is everything cool? You all right? You seem like your temperature changed when you're around certain people. Whatever, just asking them. So everything is fine. They may be completely, totally oblivious to what's going on. You may pick up on it, but they may not pick up on something. So I definitely feel like you're more aware. Let's put it this way. Three of Cups, I see you in celebratory mode. Yeah, I see somebody, thanking Source in advance that the past is behind you. Yeah, I feel like you're around. I feel like Source is definitely putting you around some energies where you feel like you're in a different group of people where you're being poured into. It's two situations in particular. You moved on from some level of disappointment, right? And here we have 888. Now your eyes are open. Somebody is definitely picking up on emotions. Somebody is definitely picking up on, when you hear people say divine feminine energy, we all embody divine masculine and divine feminine energy. That divinity is which makes us whole, right? But when people hear feminine, there's feminine energy and divine feminine energy. It's the divinity, that God part, right? Source inside of us, right? So Source is saying when you on your throne, you feel whole and complete and very healthy, receiving download energy. Third eye wide open, Six of Swords. I see you moving on from some disappointments. You're just moving through a rite of passage. I mean, for real, like it's two situations in particular. You're moving on from a rite of passage. You may have felt like, okay, you're a little disappointed in some things, but you're just moving through a rite of passage. But your third eye is wide open. Here we also have the Six of Wands, back in the saddle again. Not only increasing your prayer life, but also increasing your meditation life. Here we have Temptation, Devil card. And so, of course, the devil is going to definitely try you and make you feel like you're not catching things. You're not catching wind of things. Yeah, the enemy is definitely going to try you to make sure you feel like, why didn't I see this? Try to play on your mind. You know what? Just recognize that, hey, you're not going, everybody doesn't catch everything. You know what I'm saying? but it will help you to start paying attention. To start paying attention. Whenever you see whenever you interact with people who misuse their position of power, um, it reminds you of what it something puts you in a position of mental clarity, intellectual power, authority, the truth about self, that sometimes you can be so busy, and like I said, you could have a lot of things on your plate, both in your personal and your professional life, that you miss certain things. And that's what source is trying to help you to do, is just like, learn how to balance it out. It is okay after work, whether you work from home or you go into an office or whatever the case may be, to just let everybody know, hey, I need about an hour, whatever amount of time. I can't tell you what amount of time. I need some downtime to just process my day. I need to journal, whatever. Quiet time is a good thing so you can process your thoughts, when everything is pulling at you. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you all. Yep. Pour into yourself more. Yep, pour into yourself. Take a leap of faith. That's right. Somebody never stopped loving you. It's time to schedule a vacation, possibly. Treat yourself to a spa day. Don't look back, though. It's time to open your vault door. So the vault is just, your ancestors are very proud of you. Yeah. It's time for you to dream even bigger, and so you have to gift a premonition, forewarning. So yeah, something in your spirit now that you have, when you have something in your spirit is when something in your spirit alerts you to start paying attention to some things, somebody from now on is going to step away, because you're starting out with water, right? Something is going to alert your intuition of something, which is the voice of source inside of you, and say, okay, Leo, I need you to pay attention to that. I need you to pay attention to something. That's when I feel like somebody's going to now start journaling more, really start taking the time to really just kind of sort of slow down, so that you don't do any more injustices to yourselves. And so you can keep a balanced out life, a peaceful life, a life that, you feel like there's equality. First question for the moon in Libra is your work bringing more peace, justice, beauty, or harmony to the world? And then how could you amplify that? Second question is, what would happen if you spent more time with people who are completely at peace with themselves? The third question is, do you receive as much as you give, or vice versa? Fourth question is, which small steps could you take to create more beauty in your space? And then last but not least is, what would happen if you were to shift from complaining to a permanent sense of gratitude? See, you don't have to be the person that's constantly complaining. It could be the people that's complaining about their lives constantly. Like, oh my God, are you having, is it any good part of your day? They telling you about how the goldfish jumped out the bowl, about how when they open up the front door, the dog took off running down the street, acting out of control, how like their cat won't come back over from the neighbor's yard. They got something is wrong with every area of their lives. There's never any good news. Like, they woke up this morning, they're grateful that their past is behind them. They're not even grateful for just anything, right? And so Source is trying to teach you how you staying in a posture of gratitude, in advance, for your here and now, the moment that you're in right now. And then, for what's to come is going to, it feels like your prayers have been sped up. Whatever you're praying for, to feel like your prayers have been sped up. Because your intuition is alerting you to some things. So what you want to part ways with is the fear. Because if you feel like something is wrong and you're operating in fear, and you're giving air to all of these people about it, and when they're pouring their toxins into it, it just makes it worse. And so you're learning how to, when your intuition is, when you're starting to think some things, you're learning to pray about it and let Source give you answers. I am intuitive 11. So you have keen awareness of what's happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. Yep, great guide and supporter, Leos. Yeah, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Detachment. So with detachment, you finally feel whole inside. With or without the fulfillment of a particular desire, ironically, that's when it's fulfilled. Yeah. Source has been trying to tell somebody for a while to toss some things into a burning bowl and like really start listening to your intuition, increase your prayer life and also your meditation life. This is not necessarily religion. You're talking to source inside of you. So you don't have to go outside of yourself to necessarily look for answers because they're within. Something in you will tell you, like, like a bell is going off, like or a buzzer or something. Beep, 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 beep. Something is telling you something's not right about a situation. Like, I need to pay attention to that. Okay, God, show me what you could just say that 5-second prayer. God, show me what I'm not seeing. I don't want to think the worst about such and such, such and such, but show me what I'm not seeing and start keeping a journal. Reveal it to me in ways that I would understand. Not any other Leo on the planet, but the way that I would understand best. Show me in a way that I would understand. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, end of a tough cycle approaches. That's right. Reclaim your peace of mind. Two situations could have disrupted your peace. You see these 2 ones right here, and your number was 11. So 1111. That's right. 1111 here. 11 is a master number. So whenever you see a master number, that's 11 up to 99, 1111 up to 999, whatever. So it's just saying you want to start, your attention is being called up. It's like get off the fence and make a decision about some things. Step into the light. Something has called your attention. Put everything on pause. Mannequin challenge. Find out what source wants. It's like, your parents call and you be like, what? Or I don't know what you were allowed to say in your house. Some people can say what, some people can't. But, you put everything on pause. You go see what, the master teacher is telling you, which is not a human being. And it's trying to tell you from within. Pay attention to those messages. Last card. Let's close it out. Hopefully those questions are helpful as we get ready to, like I said, some people have already removed rose-colored glasses from situations. But here we go. Freedom. I am free to be me. I am free to live fully. I am present in this moment. I am not bound by my circumstances. I am stronger than fear or doubt. I have the power to create a new reality. That's right. So somebody is definitely detaching from some things. And the new reality is that when you get a hunch or you get like you have a feeling about something or you believe something, okay, I'm going to go with that before I tell anybody. I don't need to get on the phone and call anybody. I need to talk to source. And I need to wait for some clarity from source. It can come out in any way. It can come out in a video. It can come out from a complete stranger. You can be watching a movie. It could come out anyway. Then you'll know it's directly from source because that whoever wrote that movie script didn't know that you were praying a prayer and you wanted some answers to some things. They had no idea that you just watching a movie that they probably wrote years ago. It can come out in a video. These are general readings, right? However, it can come out in a book that you're reading. Something can be brought. It can come out in a skit that you see on or reel or something that you see on Instagram. They don't know what your prayers are. So you'll know if it's coming from source because they don't know exactly what you're going through. They just telling you, giving you some answers to some things that you asked for. So that's what I have for you, Leos. But yeah, talk some things into a burning bowl. Fear, doubt, uncertainty about your gifts. Get get locked in and laser focused. That's what I have for you. I'll see you on the next video. Again, happy full moon phase. Don't forget to do your rituals. There's a ton of them online that you can do. All right, bye.